Hi friends, have you heard about the hobby of aquarium keeping? Have you thought of having a fish as a pet? Let me help you along. I'm Mathew D'Silva, a hobbyist from the age of 8 and I've been keeping fish my whole life, also doing it professionally, and I would like to help you along the way to become a good hobbyist. In this episode, let us talk about your fish. Your fish have now grown. They have matured. You're in a position to multiply your fish. You're in a position to learn new things. So let me explain to you how to breed a few simple fish, which will then entice you to go into breeding or have another tank in the house. Now, basically, your aquarium fish fall into two broad categories. One is the viviparous fish, which give out babies directly, and the other is the oviparous fish, which breed by laying eggs or scattering eggs. Let's first talk about the easy guys, the guppies, the mollies, the platies, the swordtails. So in these fish is a very visible difference between male and female. The females are much larger. In guppies, not that colorful and don't have large fins. In swordtails, platies, you can actually see the gonopodium, that is the male sexual organ, which is very visible. In fact, even in guppies, you can see it. So this is the visual difference of a male and a female. Now, you will notice that the bellies become rounded and distended, and no scales protruding means it is not dropsy, your fish is pregnant. So now we have to plan that let's get these babies and keep them alive. So the easiest thing to do is have another tank. But if you don't have another tank, it could be a small tank, just 1 foot by 9 inches by 9 inches. Or you can take a plastic box that you have, take the same water from the tank, keep it aside, organize some hiding places for the babies, and keep this fish that is pregnant in this tank. You will notice that the female will go in between. Let us say you have put some plastic plants or live plants or nylon wool or some media that the babies can hide in. This fish will go and move like this upwards, and after some time you'll see the baby is falling down tail first. Well, after she has finished spawning, she may try to eat a few. So best to catch the female and keep her aside, or just partition her in the same tank by putting a separation. So you have the babies one side and the mother one side. For live bearers, Intan has got B1, which the babies will consume immediately after being born, after the yolk sac is completely used up by them. So you will find sometimes these fish are born without a yolk sac. Sometimes and many times you'll find the belly ear, a yellow portion, which will get consumed within a few hours or maximum a day. Then you can start feeding our B1, which they will readily accept, and they will grow. You can feed B2 and you will have many more babies. Now let's talk about easy fish to breed like danios or mountain minnows, rainbows also. So now that you're able to identify male and female, the male is a little smaller, the female is a little bigger, a little bulkier. Take a pair of these fish aside. If you have one male, one female, or 2 males, 2 females if you have more. Prepare a separate tank. It could be a glass tank or a plastic box. Put some nylon wool or some cotton wool or real wool which you get in strands at the bottom of the tank. Leave the pairs inside. The male will chase the female. External fertilization will happen. You will notice that the female's belly has become small. She has emptied out all the eggs. Immediately remove the pairs out because they will start eating the eggs. Keep them separately. Wait for a day to 2 days and you will see tiny babies come out in plenty. Again, wait for the yolk sac to be completely used up by the baby and feed Intan B1 to the babies, which they will readily consume, and you have another batch of babies. So now that you have had a successful aquarium, you have bred your fish, share your joy among your friends, present them with a few fish, teach them also to have a hobby, and let the hobbyist tribe grow. Feed your fish a good food that does not leach the nutrients into the water and that does not cloud the water. Intan is one of the best foods you can find in India today. So I hope we gave you some interesting information to help you with your hobby, and we are going to be coming up with more interesting information in the next episode.